Hey, Sean, how are you, man?
What's up, Javier? How are you? I'm good, brother. It's all good.
I'm great. We decided to title these smaller videos "Monday Morning Quarterbacks." I used to love that. We had a sports guy radio show, and regardless of what happened to the Dallas Cowboys around here, that's what the show was called on Monday. So I don't know if you had a favorite or even cared about the game yesterday. I didn't want Tom Brady to win, but he did. You know.
You know, I know that there's a lot of emotions around Tom Brady, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a young man by the name of Mike Evans who came from Galveston, played at our local high school. So they got my support last night because they had a Galveston G-Town boy was playing and they won, so it was good for them. So
There you go. There you go. Well, for our problems and opportunities group, we thought we'd do a little video, a little different something this morning. This is a great Sean O'Donohoe, who is also an insurance agent down in Galveston, and he and I started something that has really worked. I know it's before the holidays. I tried to look back when we actually started messaging each other, but we I know it was September. And
September.
so what we wanted to do is just come on here and say what it is we're doing and where it is we're going. And we thought we'd do it live because that kind of raises the bar as far as accountability. Because now it's on now it's on record.
Yeah.
Not that it wasn't before, but
Right.
and this has just to do simply with weight loss, getting healthy. Sean, I've been hovering over 220 to 226 or more for probably the better part of the last 2 years. And on a good day, I'm maybe 5'9". So it's definitely not a great weight. Plus all the other stuff that comes with it. And so somehow you and I don't remember how we actually did it. I guess it was when our mutual friend Craig Wiggins had posted the great accomplishment he had lost. Like 60 or 70 pounds, wasn't it?
Yeah,
was that
70? That's amazing.
That's amazing. And he did a before and after picture, and it was great. And I'm sure he feels great. So we started. So for those of you who the point or the intent is for those of you who we all start exercising, trying to lose weight. Well, finally, for us two and our spouses, this is working because on Friday morning, we have to text each other what has or has not happened during the week. And we were just saying, what come Wednesday or Thursday, we if we haven't done what we said we were going to do, we know that text is coming or going. What do you think of that? I know what it did for me. What do you think why do you think it's working so well, Sean?
Well, I mean, so I just quickly glanced back. The end of September was when Craig and I got to talking about it. It was November 12th when you and I said, let's do this. Mm-hmm. I'm amazed, first of all, at the parallels in you and I's lives. I mean,
that's right.
Being two different individuals that grew up two different areas. I mean, you and I have downloaded a lot, and it's amazing to see the similarities between us as individuals. As far as, like I said, barely being 5'9", both of us 226, 227, probably the heaviest I ever got. Our wives are a lot alike. It's just kind of crazy, and it's really neat and awesome to know about and to actually have connected with you. But I think the thing that's working is that Friday morning, knowing that text message is going to go out. That there's only two things in life. There's excuses or results, and you can't have both.
Right.
So, I can either make an excuse as to why I didn't get it done, or I can have a result that I got some positive movement. And I think the cool thing about the way that we've been handling this too is just like life, there's going to be setbacks, and we're not going to be, constantly winning every single time. And it's okay to fail. It's okay because it gives you an opportunity to look back at, okay, how did I get in that spot? And what could I have done better? Or what could I do different not to get in that spot again? But I think ultimately it's that Friday morning accountability of us just kind of support each other. And it's not just Friday mornings. You and I text, a couple times throughout the week, especially if something good happens. We like to share those wins. And I think sharing those wins makes a huge difference in how we approach it. And I think also sharing the losses, when we talk about, letting the wolves howl too loud, I mean, it's good to have somebody to bounce that off of. So I appreciate that friendship and appreciate that opportunity.
Yeah. And that's a great point, because that's where I think a lot of it, everybody starts going to the gym on 1-1, and then things don't necessarily go their way. I heard or I saw a great post the other day from someone that said, great leaders or great people just start over. They don't mind starting over and over. And I know you and I have done that a lot, especially through the holidays, where, we send our thing and it's up and down. And finally we got to the point where I think we're both about the same, we're minus about 10 to 12 pounds right now. And so that, knowing that, I mean, it's done so well that this weekend we cleared our areas in where we have some exercise equipment, meaning my wife and I, and a heavy bag for boxing, which is my preference. My exercise has been mostly walking, a little jogging. I don't want to twist my ankle or anything like that, not yet. And then we have just, some regular exercise. And then, of course, the diet. The diet's not that hard for me, the food part. But the exercise has got to be a routine. So we got to, my wife and I have our minimum 10,000 steps, whether that's walking or jogging. And now we're going to give it a shot to try and do it before we go to work starting tomorrow. We thought we wouldn't be able to start today, and that was a good move. But we're going to give it a shot and start tomorrow. And the point of the wolves was, is how we describe the voices in our head, constantly telling you or I or anyone else. I love that animal, so that's why we kind of went that way. But tell us what is the goal? Where are we trying to go?
So real quick, this is another parallel. Last night, watching the football game, my wife looks over at me. She goes, "Hey," because we moved into a new house recently.
Yeah.
She goes, "Hey, we need to hang the heavy bag back up." Because I really had
See, the energy is just connecting.
So when I was in college, in high school, I boxed a lot in the Golden Gloves arena with Walt Taylor was one of my boxing coaches. And then in college, we had a thing called Fight Night, and I trained for that. And we put a heavy bag inside my house, in my college house, and it was hilarious. We all, got to work out with it. But so anyway, so the goal is what is it? # 185.
185.
So 185 is where we want to be, and that's back when I was boxing. I mean, I was actually smaller when I was boxing. I was like 165, 175. In college, I got back to 185. Was a very good weight for me, and I like being there. And I think the way we're going to accomplish this, one thing that you said a minute ago, talking about how much we've lost at where we are right now, is I like the fact that we are gradually doing this, and not like it's not like we're flipping a switch and like just going all one side and then lose all this weight, and then what happens is you get to a point where you like crash and burn out, or you get tired of that going so hard that way that you end up going back the other way and then put the weight back on. So I like that we're gradually doing this and making slow, easy steps. But it's 185. It can be done, and we will get there. So.
Yeah. We had hoped when we started that, well, for me, I hit 48 in a couple of weeks. So that's going to be, speaking of making it real, it's probably not realistic to hit it by then, but that's okay, because what we've created is more of a mindset and a gradual, change in a lot of the stuff that so the point is to actually make it there. And the next time you and I meet, that's what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about the fact
that the original thing was we were kind of put on what the impetus of getting this moving a little faster was Craig going to have an event in Vegas later this month, which we were like, and he and I had a conversation, and he's like, "So where do you want to be?" And I was like, 185, and he goes, "Okay," and he said, "So." 185, he goes, February when we have the conference, I'll pull you up on stage. And I was like, well, if I don't get there, he goes, whether you get there or not, I'm still pulling you on stage. Like, oh man. So, I mean, that's,
yeah.
but, that was good, because you gotta, when you have those goals, you gotta have a timeline, a time frame, and where to say, this is where to get here, this is where I need to be, and this is a date I need to do it by. So I think that, they talk about, having parties at your house a couple times a year, so it keeps your house in order. I think that's all part of having an event to attend or somewhere to go, and having some goals to set to get there to keep you on track and keep that, top of mind and focused. So,
yep. Well, I have no doubt we're going to get there. We're in a good position. And this moment, or this episode we're recording now, it really started as, say, you know what, when we do get there, we should talk about that journey. But then we upped the ante and said, well, let's just start it now. Put it out there. Let's put that energy out there. I hope it inspires others who are, we're all in the same boat. We're all trying to be the best we can, and this has worked for us, and it's carrying on to our spouses. And my daughters have always regularly gone to the gym, always been very active, and I'm very happy for that. So so let's continue to go. And
it's a roller coaster, right?
Yep, there it is.
I mean, if anybody thinks it's a straight line, down to losing weight, it's not. I lost some, I gained some. I lost some, I gained some. Right. That's like life. Life's a roller coaster, right? I mean, we just we get knocked down, and we just got to put things in place and perspective. And I mean, this is Judy Wiggins is the one I saw her put this on there.
Yeah,
it's like a whole gallon of water. Now, I normally like my water a little cold, so what I do is I take the water and then I pour it in a cup, and then that gives me a measurement to get through it. So
that's right. Yeah, she does. In fact, she and I also discuss, and I'm sure with you, she's also always, trying to do that. I know she's a jogger, so, but the gallon of water is definitely Judy Wiggins, process. So, Hey man, I know it's Monday. We just really wanted to come on here, say where we are, where we're going, and I hope that you have a great day, great week. And the next time you and I meet here, it'll be to it'll be to discuss.
Yes.
It will be. We are there in the goal.
We have no choice. We're going to achieve this goal, both of us, you and I together. We're going to make it happen.
And I think my brother's going to join the journey. He couldn't be here today. He had to help my dad with something. But anyway, all right, brother. Have a great day. Thanks for coming on here. And we'll see you next time, man.
Take it easy, man. Bye.